Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Monday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, so you can watch it there on demand. Today is January 21st, Martin Luther King Day, 2019. And now, the news at noon. Reported in the Journal, CDOT provided these photos. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center has issued a special avalanche advisory in effect for the Colorado Mountains through 8 p.m. Monday, that's today. Since January 11th, the CAIC has documented 10 people caught in avalanches, 44 avalanches triggered by backcountry travelers, and over 280 avalanches in total, the advisory issued by Spencer Logan said. The risk of avalanche was considered considerable and placed at level 3 of 5 levels, which range from low to extreme. The Avalanche Center said that recent snow has created unstable conditions with, quote, persistent weak layers of snow that will remain problematic for some time. The advisory included all major mountain ranges in Colorado from the New Mexico state line north to the Wyoming state line. On Saturday, the Colorado Department of Transportation reopened Red Mountain Pass on U.S. Highway 550 after 2 days of avalanche control work. The snow was super tender and very touchy, said Vance Kelso, CDOT area maintenance supervisor. Every slide we triggered came roaring down, plus we encountered some natural slides. Wet, heavy snow on top of a previous light, fluffy base created conditions just right for potential avalanches, a recipe for disaster. CDOT said crews initiated more than a dozen avalanche paths on Red Mountain Pass, many hitting the highway. Additional snow is expected in the San Juan Mountains on Monday today. The National Weather Service in Grand Junction said the San Juan Mountains could receive up to 10 inches of snow at the highest elevations, with 4 to 8 inches at lower elevations. 1 to 3 inches of snow was expected in Montezuma and Dolores County too, most of it coming overnight tonight, Monday, and we'll find out more about that in the upcoming weather report. Reported in the Journal, a Montezuma County woman who has been arrested 3 times in 6 weeks for violating bail conditions was arrested Wednesday last week in court after showing up drunk. Samantha Yanito, age 26, was sentenced to 12 months probation on December 5, 2018, after she pled guilty to third-degree assault for recklessly causing bodily injury during an incident in September. The conditions of Yanito's probation stipulate that she cannot consume alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal substances. The day after she was sentenced to probation on December 6, a Cortez Police Department incident report states an officer saw a woman with a bottle of alcohol near the intersection of North Park Street and East Montezuma Avenue about 1:45 p.m. He contacted the woman, identified as Yanito. She said she put Skittles in a 375 milliliter bottle of Taka vodka to make it taste better. She was arrested for violating her protection order and taken to Montezuma County Detention Center. About a month later, on January 5th, police officers arrested Yanito in the City Market parking lot about 8 p.m. The incident report states Yanito told the officers she was cold. She pulled up her pant leg and showed the officer her ankle monitor and told him that she was going to jail because she wasn't supposed to be drinking. She was slurring her words and smelled of alcohol, the report states. She was arrested for violating her protection order and taken to Montezuma County Detention Center again. 4 days later, on January 9th, officers arrested Yanito as she sat near the 200 block of North Ash Street with a bottle of Taka vodka. The incident report states the officers smelled a strong odor of alcohol and had trouble understanding Yanito because she was slurring her words. Because of her high level of intoxication, she was medically cleared at Southwest Memorial Hospital and then arrested for violating her protection order and taken to Montezuma County Detention Center. On the most recent charge of protection order violation, Yanito was scheduled to appear in Montezuma County Court at 11 a.m. last Wednesday. She appeared in court but was remanded into custody for being drunk. According to court documents, she blew a preliminary breath test of .271 blood alcohol content. She's 5 feet tall and weighs only 98 pounds. She is scheduled for a probation revocation hearing on January 22nd. Reported in the Durango Herald, a file photo. If you've got an opinion on how hunting seasons are scheduled in Colorado, or just about wildlife management in general, now is the time to speak up. Every 5 years, Colorado Parks and Wildlife reevaluates how hunting seasons are structured in the state for deer, elk, moose, pronghorn, and black bear hunts. The current hunting structure expires this year. CPW is now in the process of updating the season schedule for 2020 through 2024. Part of that process is an extensive public outreach to get people's comments on how hunting seasons are working in Colorado, as well as any other issues with wildlife. Specifically, some topics include issues over season length and timing, overlap among different hunting seasons, and whether to implement breaks in between hunting seasons to allow animals some rest. Several public meetings will be held in early 2019 to get the public's input on those issues and more. In Durango, the local meeting will be from 6 to 8:30 at the Florida Room at the La Plata County Fairgrounds Extension Office. An online survey also allows people to weigh in there. Danielle Eisenhart, Regulations Manager for CPW, said the most controversial topic in this round of updating the hunting seasons is how to deal with the overcrowding of hunters in the backcountry during archery season in September. Eisenhart did not immediately have the specific number for how many hunters are in Colorado's forests during this time, but she said the number of archery hunters has increased fourfold in the past 20 years. The Durango Herald previously reported some local hunters in southwest Colorado believe the overcrowding of hunters during this time is causing elk populations to suffer in the region. Eisenhart said some options are available to help address the issue, such as limiting the amount of elk tags or splitting up the season. There are a lot of alternatives, she said. Another main topic is whether to increase breaks in between hunting seasons to give animals more of a chance to rest from the pressure of hunters. Eisenhart said CPW will take public comment into account while at the same time relying on the best science available when making a proposed decision on how the hunting season should be restructured. CPW said big game hunting seasons generated more than $840 million for the Colorado economy in 2017, citing a 2017 Economic Contributions of Outdoor Recreation in Colorado report. Public comment closes February 4th, and then CPW staff will present an overview of what the public had to say to the CPW Commission in March. Eisenhart said CPW staff hopes to have a proposed hunting season schedule ready in early summer, with the aim to get it approved by late summer. The new schedule would take effect in 2020. As I said, hunting seasons for bighorn sheep, mountain goat, and mountain lion are scheduled through a different process. So now let's take a look at the weather outlook. Here's today's national weather map. Active weather returns for the Pacific Northwest into the Intermountain region. Developing low pressure system currently bringing heavy snow over the Rockies will become the next winter storm for the northern plains into the Great Lakes. By Monday morning, dangerously low wind chills are expected across portions of the plains and east as Arctic air filters through in the wake of the snowstorm. Temperatures will be the lowest so far this winter in some locations. The regional hazardous outlook states numerous rain and snow showers will develop across eastern Utah and western Colorado today, with snow showers continuing through tonight. Locally heavy snowfall will be possible over the mountains, with up to 8 inches of new snow expected. Gusty southwest winds will also cause areas of blowing and drifting snow in the mountains through this evening. Isolated thunderstorms are also possible this afternoon, mainly across western Colorado. A strong cold front will usher in much colder weather tonight, with the winds shifting from the north. Scattered snow showers are expected through this weekend, with the northern and central mountains in western Colorado favored. Light to moderate snowfall accumulations will be possible. And our DCTV local 5-day outlook shows showers are likely today, snow showers, mainly starting this afternoon. Some thunder is also possible, mostly cloudy with a high near 32. Breezy with a southwest wind, 15 to 20 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 with wind gusts as high as 40 miles an hour. Right now, the chance of precipitation is around 70%, with total daytime snow accumulation of less than 1 inch possible. But then tonight, snow showers are likely again, mainly before 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 18. West-southwest winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour, become those annoying and ever so cold north winds after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation remains at 70%, with new snow accumulations of less than 1 inch possible. Which brings us to Tuesday morning, mostly sunny with a high near 29, blustery out there with that north wind 15 to 20 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 10 with north winds continuing. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 33. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 17. Thursday, sunny with a high near 35. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low to 16. Friday, sunny with a high near 36. Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 17, and Saturday sunny with a high near 37. Saturday night clear with a low around 20. And I hope some of you enjoyed watching the moon glow reddish orange last night. The full moon, blood moon, wolf moon was visible in our immediate area as the hazy cloud layer blew out of our region. Still looking for more local photos from last night. This here is a photo I captured this morning of the full moon set over the Balthos. Please share your photos on our DCTV Facebook page group, Dove Creek Local Weather Photos, or email me at the station dcbnnews@gmail.com, and we'll share your photos here on the weather segment. And now, back to the news. More criminal news reported in the Durango Herald. State authorities say they seized nearly 1,000 pounds of marijuana and drug paraphernalia in 2 days at a western New Mexico stop. New Mexico State Police said Friday that the drugs were seized along Interstate 40 starting Tuesday when 391 pounds of pot were found at the Gallup port of entry. Almost as much was seized at the same location a day later in a commercial vehicle. Police say 2 men from Illinois were arrested in the second drug bust, and close to 200 pounds of paraphernalia also were found. In other criminal news, 10 days after Cortez resident Robert Marquez led Montezuma County Sheriff's deputies on a 25-mile car chase in late November of last year, the jail was locked down on suspicion that he was dealing meth behind bars. An anonymous call from a New Mexico area code about 10:24 p.m. on December 8th tipped off MCSO staff that Marquez was probably in possession of narcotics. The caller had knowledge of where the drugs were located. The officer in charge at Montezuma County Detention Center placed the jail on lockdown, and a patrol sergeant and 2 patrol deputies were called in for assistance. About 11 p.m., 5 officers entered the cell block and ordered the inmates to lay on the floor. 2 officers headed straight to Marquez's cell and saw him grab something from his waist and place his hand into the toilet, according to an incident report. The officers recovered toilet paper from the toilet, and a canine unit indicated the presence of drugs in the cell. Inside the cell, officers found a chess piece from the board game in the common room that had a plug in its bottom that could be used to move narcotics. Pieces of cut-up bags were inside. Officers took into evidence the toilet paper with possible meth inside, 2 pieces of distribution paraphernalia, and .17 grams of crystals found on the cell floor. Marquez is charged in Montezuma County Court with 3 felonies: conspiracy to distribute a Schedule II controlled substance, introduction of contraband, and tampering with physical evidence. He was already charged with 4 felonies and 4 habitual criminal sentence enhancers in relation to a car chase on November 30th where Marquez reached 105 miles an hour on Colorado Highway 184 between Dolores and Mancos. Sheriff Steve Nowlin said the recent case of contraband introduction is just one more reason why he plans on purchasing a full-body scanner. He said contraband introduction is the biggest problem at the detention center. Quote, "Let your imagination run wild with you about where people can secret things," Nowlin said. He said he saw a scanner last year priced at $300,000, which he said is too expensive. He said a captain is going to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office in February to check out their scanner. It works like a full-body scanner at airports, he said. Every incoming inmate would be scanned. There have been at least 2 other recent cases of jail contraband. October 31st, a search of Daryl Perez returned a black bag containing meth. December 20th, a search of Zachary Sanchez returned 3 syringes in his hair bun, one of which contained Suboxone, a narcotic that treats opioid dependence. And now from the Durango Herald, Colorado Senator Michael Bennet urged U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin to address the growing concerns of craft breweries and distilleries this week in a letter, or last week. The partial government shutdown closed the Trade and Tax Bureau, the federal agency that regulates alcohol production and distribution, effectively stalling the growth of breweries and distilleries. The Trade and Tax Bureau is responsible for approving label changes, new formula, and permits for breweries and distilleries. The uncertainty of a government shutdown is affecting these business owners' ability to invest, hire, grow, and hit revenue targets, Bennett wrote. Already more than 11,000 federal applications for alcohol labels have been backlogged since the shutdown began December 22nd, according to Bennett's letter. Colorado, home to 300 Colorado Brewers Guild licensed breweries, would be hit hard. 27 licensed breweries operate in southwest Colorado, including 5 in Durango. Ska Brewing and Peach Street Distillers in Palisade have started to feel the impact. Quote, "If the shutdown worsens an already lengthy approval backlog, brewing companies could suffer delays and tens of thousands of dollars of lost revenue," Bennett wrote. The impacts would be felt nationwide. The craft brewing industry provides $76.2 billion of economic activity nationally every year and more than 500,000 jobs, according to Bennett. Senator Cory Gardner also acknowledged the negative impact on breweries in Colorado. Quote, a government shutdown has far-reaching impacts on everything from wildlife preparedness to hurting Colorado craft breweries and distilleries, Gardner said in a written statement. Negotiations to reopen the federal government continue to break down around President Donald Trump's call for a southern border wall to protect the security of the country. And now today's High Canyon Country happenings. January 24th through the 27th, the Ouray Ice Festival returns for 2019 with comps, clinics, and much more. Money raised at the festival benefits the Ouray Ice Park, and a big thanks goes out to everyone involved with maintaining this fantastic area. Come check them out at Ouray and enjoy the festivities. Grab gear rentals and try a pair of Scarpa boots. This is the place to try out all of the top stuff, they say. Drop by the Scarpa tent and sign your friend group up for the Scarpa Ice Boots soccer games. Winners receive a prize pack. And remember, no fruit boots, no crampons, be cool. Keep an eye out on the Ice Park website for more details and a complete schedule of events, and that's OurayIcePark.com. January 23rd, an Ode to Muir is at the Sunflower Theater in Cortez. Teton Gravity's newest film, Ode to Muir, pairs professional snowboarder, adventurer, and founder of Protect Our Winters, Jeremy Jones, with two-time Olympian Elena Height as they embark on a 40-mile foot-powered expedition deep into California's John Muir wilderness. Their journey balances the challenges of winter camping, grueling climbs up the Sierra's biggest mountains, and aesthetic first descents with personal reflections on the importance of the natural world and those who first traveled it generations ago, and sharing perspectives gleaned from what it truly means to explore a great American wilderness. It's presented by Friends of the San Juans. Doors open at 6 p.m. The show starts at 7. Tickets are $10 online in advance or $15 the day of at the door. January 25th, the 6th annual Permit Party will be held at the Dolores Community Center in Dolores. For a good time and a good cause, come out to the Permit Party from 6 to 10 p.m. They say there'll be films, music, yummy food, tasty beverages, and an amazing auction. Featuring music by Halden Wooford and the High Beams, don't miss this exciting celebration of the Dolores River. River permit information will also be available. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with our YouTube channel, on-demand replays, weather, notices, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us. You can call us at the station 970-677-4119 and leave a message if we aren't here, or you can email dcbnnews@gmail.com and send in any information you would like to see shared with our viewers. And thank you for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday, and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. Please like us there and share it with a friend. This has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.